Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Hero Bishop, and today I'm gonna do a review of the animated fan film Batman Broken Promise. Stay tuned.
These action figures on my shelf, man, they drive the ladies crazy. Knuckle, I'm watching comic book movies, so they wanna have my babies. Knuckle.
So I came up on this film by accident this morning. If you want to get on YouTube and just search it, it's Batman Broken Promise, and I was like, oh, it came out like 2 weeks ago or something. And I was like, cool, an animated Batman fan film that I haven't seen yet. It was only like 15 minutes. At the tattoo shop getting ready for a client, so I was like, let me knock this out real quick. And I was really surprised because not only is it as good as any of the DC animated movies out, on par with it, but actually kind of better than some of them, even in that short amount of time. There's really only two complaints I have about it. Let me get those out of the way. The animation, which was very cool, but also very like stylized, was dope in a lot of ways, but I kind of think, to be honest, Batman, the look of Batman was super cool. He was stocky, kind of beefy. It was more, like a thicker, bold ass looking Batman, not a little frail baby one like we've seen sometimes lately. But I kind of thought his eyes on his cowl were too big, and the bat symbol looked kind of weird. But other than that, it was super dope, and all the other animation was sick. And I wish it would have been longer because it was super dope. It started out like Harvey Dent was on this political speech rant type of thing, but it was political in a good way, not a bad way, not in the fake woke agenda type of way that's being pushed in everything now. It was more in a calling out the radical left, calling out the far right, calling them all out for the clowns they are. Because let's be real, man, it's real popular to hop on the latest thing that the news tells you is right these days, but we know it's all theater and we're all being played. But he really talked about that a lot, and how justice has to be served with no compromise or whatever. So that was cool, and I don't really believe that, but I'm saying whoever made this was able to put some political shit in there without it being fake woke or looking like anybody's agenda from anything current going on, which I really, really appreciate it, because I get tired of the bullshit. And basically, Two-Face, Harvey Dent was using all these other people to set up his plan to enact justice. Ventriloquist was one of the people he was using, and they were pushing these drugs on the street that were going to poison people and shit. And Ventriloquist's little puppet was like a little gangster, and that was cool. And Harvey, or Two-Face as he reveals himself to be later, which Two-Face looks super dope, like he looked crazy, even got the ventriloquist to kill his own damn puppet. So Harvey Dent's like a kind of a master manipulator in this. It's kind of like a side of him I think we haven't seen. And of course Batman stops him, Batman saves the day, but it's super cool, especially the action sequences. Batman's popping in and out of the shadows a lot, and for animation it was like good choreographed fighting, dude. Like he was fucking people up, people were trying to shoot him, but he would dart out and then pop out again. And it was really interesting how he stopped Two-Face at the end instead of shooting him, or which he had chances to. He was dodging people's bullets and weapons and everything, and Two-Face had some goons with him, but he had a magnet on his hand that took Two-Face's coin away from him, and that got Two-Face fucked up in his Two-Face head. And so then he had this shit on his arm where he called in his drove his Batmobile in, and he was using that to block motherfuckers from shooting them and shit, and hitting dudes out of the way. And I thought that was super dope. It was a way that we've seen Batman use his gadgets and or his vehicle or whatever, like reminding you of like, yo, Batman has shitty builds and crazy shit that he can use instead of killing people, which I don't have no problem with Batman killing people, dog. I like Ben Affleck's Savage version, but that's a whole nother story. And then the fight between him and Two-Face at the end was super dope too. Like Two-Face keeps pulling out these guns trying to shoot Batman and he's hitting them away and they're fighting and shit, and then Two-Face is like punching the shit out of him, and of course he doesn't beat him, but it was cool because it made Two-Face look like a smart manipulator and a badass. And you know, I won't ruin it completely even though I've spoiled a lot. The ending is, you know, pretty predictable, but it was a badass movie and I really recommend watching it. If you guys have seen it, hit me up in the comments, let me know what you thought about it, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you can be entered into my 500 subscriber giveaway. Much love and respect. Peace.